What is happening, party people? More Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. It's time for the Wheel of Witchcraft. Oh, fuck. I forgot that it was, like, fucking timed. Oh, God. That's right. Shit. That's right. Cupresa. That one witch, the oldest witch in the coven. I do really like that design. I'm Cupresa. Nice to meet you. Welcome, I am Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. Maybe move that a little closer? That is so kind of you. I'm sorry that you had to come all the way here. There are still 800 years of exile left in the sentence Adana cast over me. I'm well aware. Adana often confided in me. The fear you inspired her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Oh, wow. I don't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check? To form my own judgment. I promise I'd carry the best of intentions. There's a certain aura around you that tells me I can trust you. Plants, we're more sensitive to this kind of energy. Now I see that Idana's fear was unfounded, a product of her decaying mind. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the race. What? Why? You are too close to your human side to properly govern a cosmic coven. That's what made Adana such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods and was far detached from her human origins. On the other hand, you, Dahlia, Jasmine, you have an uncountable number of human flaws. Fear, pride, envy, greed. Even what you consider virtues such as ambition or mercy. Or even the most basic things such as the need for comfort or enjoyment cloud your judgment. Flaws, flaws, flaws. But without feelings, can you truly care for your peers? There are many beings in this universe that are better suited for leadership than your kind, precisely because of this lack of human feelings. Have you ever stopped to study the flora? Most wishes are too fauna-centric to see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my entelechy is that of growth and community. I lack individuality. I'm just part of a forest. We, the plants, grow, expand, and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on our living beings to prosper. That basic fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is so built on top of sacrifice that you are immune to innumerable forms of brutality. Innumerable forms of brutality. You are devourer of worlds, and we, the plants, are their healers. I'm going to take care of you no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What is the most important quality in a leader? Intelligence. That's always desirable, yes, but it's also quite volatile when exposed to frustration, temptation, wrath. Among the human species, it's typical to find the highest amount of intelligence amongst its most dubious characters. Maybe, but selflessness. That's the most important trait in a leader. To put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. All those emotions we talked about before, they're what make it impossible. Satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship. The list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless actions, but not of selfless existences. A leader deprived of all that is just an automaton. And what is the problem with that? A leader needs drive, a vision. They need to take risks and gamble with the future of a whole community. Yes. You put your trust in a leader because you believe in the change they propose. Otherwise, you're just appointing an administrator. I'm doing pretty good, Era. How are you doing? And what's wrong with having a fair administrator? Stagnation. Unlike plants, we consider movement to be a symptom of life. I see. So that's what you and your sisters value over stability. I'm afraid human-born witches are like that, yes. Thank you. You've helped me to understand our coven better. Listen, Capresa. Use the Eye of Adana! Tired? Yeah. The weather's been crazy over here, really stormy. I got a lot done this morning. It was one of those like, oh, there was like a lot of chores I wanted to get done, and most chores require electricity, you know? Laundry, vacuuming, doing the dishes, at least, you know, water and stuff. Before, I wanted, if the power was going to go out, I wanted to get all those things done, so I got up early, did a bunch of chores this morning, and... Blech. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Would you like me to read your fortune? She's not gonna go for that. What's this buried emotion? What's the matter? Fuck you. I know you are in love with Adana. That is nonsense. Doesn't that conflict with the selflessness you were talking about? It sounds like a liability for the kind of leadership you're proposing. I'm just aware of how big of a loss it is for our coven that Adana died. Maybe you're mistaking that for love. No, you love her, romantically. She gave me her eye, I can see through you. Oh wow, that's why your program includes keeping her corpse intact. Please don't say anything. I'm trying to purge this emotion from myself, but I still haven't worked out how to. This has nothing to do with the race. Please keep it between us. Our sisters must be made aware of this. Do as you must. I guess it would be hypocritical of me to hide my feelings. My priority is to the coven. It'd be selfish of me to keep this from the others. Yeah, I woke up this morning to, like, a text from my parents who get up at ungodly hours that their power was out this morning. Luckily, like, we didn't even get, like, a flicker here, knock on wood. The weather seems to be doing better. It's been raining and pouring since last night. Oh, how the turntables. We love it. I think it's time for me to leave now. Good luck with the race. Good luck to you too. Yeah, so last time, as a little recap, we learned that our cards don't read the future, they make the future, which is super powerful. Which is crazy powerful. I found someone that could help us, Fortuna. She'll pay you a visit. Her name is Curiel, the Sensorial Witch. She can affect the perception and sensations of sentient beings, conjure hallucinations, induce synesthesia, or even grant extra senses humans don't usually have. She seems to be a bit anxious about the current climate in the Coven. I'm not sure what'll come out of this meeting, but I sent her your way anyway. Okay. Whose program should we challenge? Dahlia. Specifically, let's go after this point. Let's go after this thing about severing ties. Okay, that's right. Last time we did some reading. Jesus Christ. Sorry, just a Discord text. Study. Excerpt of On the Four Elements Earth, by which Euania. Earth is often the most coveted element. Oh, did we already get through all of the stuff that our sister gave us? Earth is often the most coveted element, since it symbolizes strength, and strength is always tempting. And I define it as tempting because there is actually such a thing as too much strength. I've witnessed many promising students fall into this honey trap. But what is the ultimate representation of Earth? A rock, and the most outstanding characteristic of a rock is its immobility. True masters of Earth don't hoard strength, it's all about balance. Because strength can only be drawn from you, but from your... cannot only be drawn from you, but from your peers, your tools, and your opportunities. Picture pieces of different kinds of... Picture pieces of different kinds of wood. The lightest one may be at the mercy of elements, but the sturdiest one is more likely to fracture. An earth witch should aspire to become wicker wood, which bends before breaking. Combine earth with earth, and you'll provoke the paradox of the omnipotent stagnation. Oh, of the omnipotent, stagnation. The most powerful stalemate, the inability to exercise your own might. Here we go. Let's see what Patrice prepared for me. Demographic. Oracles. I shouldn't have to tell you about the oracles, since they're your lot. They also happen to be the most reclusive of all witches, so you're not really a community, per se. Oracles are the last abundant faction in our coven, since one can't choose... Oh, is the least abundant faction in our coven, since one can't choose to be an oracle. The only way in is for the cosmos to choose for you to become one. Oracles, with their premonitions and hunches, usually play a supportive role, counseling any witch who's at a crossroads. In reality, what you are is the Sisterhood's therapists. Strategy guide. This demographic is unpredictable. I don't know if it's worth investing time in catering to oracles. Although if you do, I bet you could sway them easily just out of sympathy. Let's see what Patrice has prepared for me. I read every analysis already. None of them. I want to leave instead to not waste time. Fine, novices. Fresh witches, they look down upon. They want equality. Because I don't want to just sleep. That would feel like wasting time, but also we can only wait for people to come back and report in. We're waiting for that contact that Patrice said she would send our way. Oh... 14 novices, 22 producers, 11 warriors. $18 explorers, 25 academics. Okay, so academics. We need to go after Jasmine's. Jasmine's like... Jasmine has a majority of the majorities. Okay. I think having all the warriors, though, is what's swaying Dahlia. Shoot. And there's nobody waiting for us. Can we make a card to pass the time? No, one of each element. Alright. I'll just rest for a bit. You dream you live inside a giant bear that you control with your thoughts. When you're hungry, you ravage small towns. I think I've gotten this one before. I'm back from my spy mission. I found something a bit unquieting about Cupresa. Cupresa has this perfect memory, storing all events, both cosmic and earthly, inside her tree rings, knots, and branches. Well, apparently during Adana's mandate, some developments had to be edited out of existence. And that included literally trimming some of Cupresa's branches, destroying many years of records just to cover up Adana's dealings. We haven't been able to discover what the incident was about, but Cupresa is physically unable to recall it. But just revealing that fact that she probably colluded in the destruction of these records may be enough to spark some unrest among her followers. We could use it during a debate to throw her off her game. We'll see. Dig up dirt. I'll see what I can find. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's fine, it's fine. My dear mentor Fortuna, is it okay to visit, or are you too busy with the political campaign? I'm getting the hang of my powers now. Maybe there's a way for me to help you? Hugs, Kaya the Peppermancer. Come, Kaya, come to me. She's got little sauces around her hat. Oh my god. I love her design so much. How are you doing? Very good, very good. Yeah? Yes, way better than I expected, to be honest. It took me a while to realize I wasn't dreaming, but once I connected with what magic is and how I can interact with the cosmos, I feel unstoppable. I've never felt this alive. I'm so happy for you. It's thanks to you that I got this far this quick. What do you read in the cards for me? Oh, what you read in the cards for me, it profoundly affected me. Your words have been fueling my passion for the cosmic arts. So much that I've had praise from the whole coven, including the elders. They say they've never seen someone as promising as me in the whole history of the coven. Wow, that's big. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much. I could never repay what you've done for me. Actually, about that, I'd like to join your party. Please. I'll do anything, grabbing cosmic coffee or whatever the equivalent is in this case. I just want to help in any way I can. That's so nice of you. You let me on board? Of course, we'd be thrilled to have you. Thanks so much for this opportunity, Fortuna. You won't regret it. I'm going to do my best and then some. That's a good attitude. You're already in our headquarters, so find a comfortable spot and I'll come up with something for you to help us with. Understood. Welcome back, sis. Jasmine is going after academics now. She's outright selling fear about how our system is going to lead to chaos and the degrading of our sisterhood's well-established values. Jasmine is fear-mongering? Whatever that means. The thing is that the oldest witches are buying it up. Stay on our toes. Promote our program. Have we already covered that? Have we already covered that potion hat and how? So when we first were introduced to this character, she didn't have the potion hat. Those are hot sauces. She is a peppermancer. Just maybe 45 seconds ago to a minute ago is when she first showed up wearing all of these hot sauces around her hat. And I kind of love it. I kind of love that hat, but also we're in space, and that also would be impossible to wear, so the potion hat is fine. I have no problems with the hot sauce potion hats. Let's focus on academics. Ooh, exciting. I'll go and spread the good word. Oh no, I was doing my fucking... I was doing my voice for the sister, but that was Kaya that was speaking. It would fall off so easy. Not if they were all perfectly balanced all around. If all of the sauces were perfectly balanced. I'm back. Most witches don't care much about mortals. The novices, though, there are a lot of them that are still in touch with their mortal past, and they want to be able to interact with society. Hey, we got more novices on our side. Okay. I'd like you to challenge an opponent's program. Jasmine's program. Let's go after... Oh. If you ever consider moving, that thing is sliding off, I assure you. Let's challenge her banning of the forbidden arts. We're trying to get more academics on our side. Ugh. Yeah, this is how Jasmine is beating us right now. Academics are the largest. Academics are the majority. And she has 80% of them, my god. Okay. Let's talk to some people. Dear Fortuna, I need to bring you up to date regarding the active conflict that may affect the current elections. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210. Stained glass windows on big brimmed hats? Holy shit. Hello again, Fortuna. Thank you so much for coming. What's this about? An active conflict? Should we be worried? Well, there is an internal war going on within the Coven of Jade Sculptors. Fuck you, Thea, you killed my wife? Yeah, no! God. The architect was so cool. But I wrote it in the cards. That was me. I did that without knowing it. The conflict escalated quicker than we anticipated, and there have been many witch casualties in a matter of weeks. As the arbitrage office had to intervene to minimize casualties and, above all, keep it contained and make sure no other covens takes part in the conflict. I see. First and foremost, we want to ask every coven to refrain from engaging in combat, no matter what the sculptors offer. Should you wish to offer assistance, keep it humanitarian. In fact, there is someone I would like to send your way. Your counsel has been very valuable to me and, by extension, to the arbitrage office. Maybe you will be able to do the same for a group of refugees that had to leave the Jade Sculptors to save their skin. We need to bring some order into this chaos. Very well. I'll talk with my team and see what we can do. Depending on how you handle it, it may be an opportunity. Shouldn't the arbitrage office be neutral? Not exactly. We have an objective, and that's to preserve peace within the witch community. Witch society. Our policy is to avoid meddling in internal conflicts, unless they become a threat to the rest of the community, like in this case. When the shit hits the fan, we do whatever is best to keep the turmoil in check. And in this case, we thought that your newfound party is the best suited for this specific issue. I see. I'm giving notice to the office. They will tell Zira, the representative of the refugees. to make contact with you. Okay, I can't promise anything, though. You meet with her, no strings attached, and decide if there is something that your party can do to help. That I can do. Very well, that'll be all. Something to confess? No way. Protocol, protocol. Okay, as always, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming. Farewell, Thea. Alright, this cat's been sitting here. Hello. I got to talk with one of your partners recently, and they told me we would probably help each other. I don't have any clear political leanings, but maybe there's a way to use my powers to make life better for all of our sisters during these trying times. I don't know. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. Kindly, Curiel the Sensorial Witch. Her design is awesome. After the scribbling page is like the break time. Hi, welcome. This place is so cool. Thanks. I wouldn't mind being imprisoned here. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Right off the bat, my big mouth ruining everything. It's alright. It's my personal curse, always making things awkward. Really, don't worry. I'm awkward in my own way, too. Okay. But let me tell you, you wouldn't like spending 200 years here. I'm so sick of these walls. Oh, I know. Let me make up for it. Brain blast! What is the sensorial better? Where did everything go? Don't worry, everything is still in its place. I just altered our senses. I love this. I wish I could do this. It would have made being exiled so much easier to bear. Funny you mention that, because I came to see you precisely to discuss my talents. What's the matter? Well, sensorial magic makes a great party trick, but beyond that I feel pretty useless. Oh, that's your only talent? Shut up, sensorial magic is super cool. Yeah, but cool doesn't earn you much respect in this community. And I understand why. I mean, I can't affect reality in any way. After several centuries, I've come to terms with it, but really, from time to time, imposter syndrome kicks in. What? Is that a thing witches can feel? Like, I mean, you're a witch, you're immortal, and you fly across outer space. There's no doubt about you being a witch. Yeah, but you know what I mean. I'm a one-trick pony. And that trick isn't really going to have any impact on the cosmos. Literally. I don't see it like that, but I can't possibly understand. You're the one that's been struggling with this for centuries. No need to pity me, though. I mean, I have a good life, magical frustrations aside. Genjutsu! She's got genjutsu! Oh, not at all. From my perspective, your powers are incredible. Thank you, but what about you? How do you feel about your powers? You're an oracle, right? Too much responsibility. Responsibility? I do envy how inconsequential your magic can be. Oh, no! What? That was mean! I didn't want to be mean! What the fuck? That was fucking... Right? Wow, that was really out of pocket. That was like... Telltale levels of... Sorry, I told you I was awkward. I was in the awkward club too. It's alright. I feel more comfortable among fellow weirdos. You're in the right place, then. Now that you've told me that, I feel bad about the favor I was about to ask for. What is it? I've heard wonders about your new deck, so I wanted to ask you to help me find a way to make myself useful. It'll be my pleasure. What did you have in mind, exactly? Well, I want to find a way to make an impact on the future of the Coven. Like, I can't physically alter anything, but can my illusions help our sisters in a substantial way in these times of change? I understand. Focused on your fondest memories of experiencing your powers while I shuffle my deck. The Oceanographer. The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to the most profound emotions. You will kill the will to kill your heart to save your kin. The mirror dispels what isn't true. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Make everyone envision what a more powerful version of themselves would be like. Help every wish to put themselves in their sister's shoes. Project the kind of experiences we'd access if we were to welcome and befriend more witches into the Coven. No, because we don't want people to spread Adana's corpse to get more witches into the Coven. That's not part of our program. Involves consuming Adana's essence, her magic. So, help every wish to put themselves in their sister's shoes. Oh? Use sensorial magic to allow witches to experience other witches' existences? Or however this reading inspires you, really. No, it's a fantastic idea. I feel a surge of purpose running through my veins. A Coven-wide, ultra-empathetic experience. This can only be a good thing. It's gonna bring peace for sure. That's what I call making an impact on this cosmos. Yes! Thank you so much, Fortuna! Well, there you have it. That's it? Easy as that? Yep. I'm sorry there wasn't any fireworks or anything. No, I mean, I'm very impressed. I love how straightforward it is. Plus the art on the cards is super cool. I'd love to see more of them. I may become a regular. You're very welcome to come back anytime you want. Yay! I'm going to head out now. I'm eager to start exploring this new purpose the cards have shown me. Go get 'em! Farewell, Curiel. I like her. God, we're so popular! We're so popular. Okay, we'll go back to the board. I'm back from my spy mission. I uncovered some history related to Dahlia's work, which we could spin an angle from. Some decades ago, there was this revolt called the Nightmare Uprising that had to be quenched by the Arbiters. Apparently, a group of witches started to tame demons and use them to control several mortal communities. They did so by using the daemons to infiltrate humans' nightmares and alter their minds. The increase in cults started to get out of control both on Earth and on the Deerfolk worlds. Using the power harvested from all of the warship, the Daemon Tamers got bold and tried to control the Arbitrage office using those very same nightmare incursions. They didn't succeed, of course, but the conflict lasted a couple of years, until every single Tamer was hunted down. In fact, many of them serve as Arbiters today. Anyway, you're probably wondering how Dahlia fits into all of this. Well, guess it was who armed that small coven to begin with. Our very own Dahlia crafted the demon-taming daggers. Interesting. And while there's nothing illegal about crafting daggers for witches outside of our own coven, one could say it was irresponsible to grant them the armaments that ultimately led to the Nightmare Uprising. In any case, even though the Arbitrage Office's investigation declared Dahlia absolved of any responsibility, the role she played in that uprising isn't something most witches are aware of. Hey, buddy. Just bringing it up may have some of our sisters questioning Dahlia's judgment, and to have that kind of debate in the air will surely weaken her support. But I doubt that Dahlia will be happy about anyone airing this issue. Okay. I'd like you to dig up dirt. Turning invisible might be useful for this. Bring me something on Jasmine. Ah! Oh, hi, mister. He's got a paw on each of my shoulders. He's just giving me a big ol' hug. Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry. I didn't manage to get any academic to sit down with me. I believe I even ended up pissing some of them off. I'm sorry. It's fine. What program should we challenge? Jasmine's. Specifically... He demanded hugs and shall receive. Okay. To the attention of Witch Fortuna. It's the moment of truth. Let's confirm whether our paths align or diverge. Faithfully, June Raisha. Fucking, oh my god. Are you okay, little man? Alright. I guess I'm just like this now. I guess this is just my life now. Oh, fuck, June Raisha. I must confess that you surprised me when you decided to run for leader yourself instead of supporting Jasmine. But I am glad you opted to follow the wise path. We must devour Adana. Are we allies then? The question now is whether we should support you or Jasmine. I have to admit that your proposal to grant free access to all forbidden arts really sweetens the deal. Devouring Adana and then accessing that much knowledge and power. The future is bright. You only need to make sure I win this race then. True. I can bring most of the academics over to our side. I'll start persuading them immediately. See you in Congress. Ah, okay. Thank you. Goodbye. He needed his emotional support woman. This me. Mwah. He's such a needy baby. I woke him up several times this morning. So, he sleeps on the bed in the afternoon. And then when it's time for us to go to bed is when he wakes up. And then he gets zoomies when we're trying to sleep. And then in the morning, he'll cuddle a little bit in the morning. But it's usually like right about the time when we're waking up. And so he'll sleep on the bed in the morning. And I woke him up a couple times because I was vacuuming and doing dishes and laundry and all this stuff. I woke him up. Dahlia's team has been going around promoting the wonder of spreading Adana's remains and welcoming other witches. The novices are especially into it. And some explorers and even some producers saw the benefits of increasing their workforce. Let's not let down our guard on this, or it may cost us the race. Surprise! Our sisters have been putting themselves into the shoes of every candidate, and they understand how stressed and tired we all are. So they decided to send a care package to every candidate to thank us for our efforts. Here's your share. Oh, so nice of them, thank you. Alright, there we go. Hang on, let's see, okay. This isn't gonna work, is it? Let's see if we can just bring this closer. Does this work? Does this work, everybody? Does this work? Yes, hi. Why are you like this, little man? Okay. Perfect blow attacking the point of forbidding arts, but Cupresa and Jasmine lost support for their voters. Academics, explorers, and oracles are interested in making the forbidden arts more accessible. On the other hand, the idea is a bit scary to novices, and producers are definitely too fond of stability. Alright. I'd like you to promote our program. We need to get some warriors, I think. Academics. We need to get some explorers. Promote our program to explorers. I'll be back in a few cycles. Fortuna, how come you didn't let your mentor know that you're allowed to receive visits now? Is everything alright? I don't want to be a bother, but I would like to visit you and see how you're doing after 2 centuries of exile. Looking forward to see you again, Eugenia. That's right, it's the deer woman! Oh my god, it's the deer witch. I remember her from the flashback. Oh, come here, baby. No. You wanted to be held? I will hold you how I wish to hold you. And I wish to hold you like a baby. Like a baby. Mwah. There. He's fine. Hello, Fortuna. I'm so happy to see you. Look at you, you've grown a lot. I sense earth energy flowing out from you. I was worried exile would have consumed you. But you not only overcame this unfair punishment, you came out of it full of power. I'm happy to see you again too, I'm happy to see you too, Master. Better to stay humble and not provoke her. So I guess that after all these years, I must have 2 centuries worth of pent-up lectures coming my way, right? Come again? Why would you? It's terrible enough that you had to spend all this time in exile. I should be the one listening to you today. I'm eager to hear the insight of an oracle who survived 200 years of isolation. Oh, I wasn't ready for this. I totally thought you'd be ashamed or angry. In the beginning, maybe. But I'm the same witch who knew hundreds of years ago. I'm the same witch you knew hundreds of years ago. I guess none of those you knew actually existed anymore as you remembered them. That's a sad thought, but yeah. I feel a bit alien even among my closest friends. Losing you has changed us all. Being cut off from my dear pupils so abruptly, it made me question my identity and my purpose. Master, today I'm here to listen to you. Tell me about exile. It made me stronger. I'm way more powerful now. It hasn't been easy, but I made it. And I know it's just a blur, and now it's just a blur in my memory. This trial pushed me to my limits, and I managed to grow past them. Now I feel ready to take on anything. I'm serious. I'm not going to say I'm thankful to Idana. I still hate her with all my guts. But I would never have reached this level if I didn't have to push through this nightmare. But Fortuna, power is not the measure of life. Becoming more powerful is not necessarily a synonym of progress. An existence which is not enjoyed is not much of an existence at all. I know, but I didn't have a say in this. So, I'd better believe it's all been for something. Yeah, I understand. And what about the behemoth you summoned? How do you... Fortuna. It was me who taught you for the forbidden song. Of course I was going to notice. You know what? I'm so sorry. I was desperate. I know. Don't worry. You did nothing wrong. I taught you that spell for a reason. It would be twisted to teach you something that you weren't meant to use. You knew that I'd eventually summon a behemoth? I wanted you to have the option. The option to break the magical pact. Yes. You see, laws are just an agreement between members of a community to have some broad guidelines about what is correct and what not. But hardly any law survives every context. Plus, to be frank, most of us are shoved into a system of rules we haven't previously agreed upon. I hear ya. In this case, it saved my life. I knew that this day would come. That the moment you used the forbidden song, you'd become a full-fledged witch. You are no longer my apprentice. I am no longer your master. Makes me feel kind of sad. Me too. But now we can relax and become something better than mentor and mentee. Now we can be friends. And I can rely on you. We can rely on each other. It's gonna be weird to treat you. It's gonna be weird to treat you like I treat my friends. I'm starting to regret this. But Shuna, I'm proud of you. You're going to make me cry. Who'd have thought that praise would finally break through your armor? Whatever. It's been a difficult couple of centuries. I know, my friend, I know. By the way, speaking of surprises, what's this about getting into politics? I want to help create a better universe. Oh, that's so unlike you. What does that mean? I'm sorry. I mean, this is good, I think. You've always been so self-centered. I never expected that 200 years alone with yourself would change that. Jesus Christ. You're so full of yourself. I thought 200 years alone with just a mirror? God. I guess I finally got sick of myself? I'm sure it'll pass. Can I help in any way? Would you try to inspire the novices for us? Absolutely, it'll be my pleasure. Thank you so much. Now, I can't wait anymore. Legend is spreading fast within the Coven. I want to see your new deck, please. No, I want to experience it. Okay, but first I should warn you about its true nature. Ooh. So, it's dangerous to tell anybody about the true nature of our deck. Eugenia is our our oldest friend who is a witch. Our oldest witch friend. Like, we've known her for centuries. Do we trust her like this? First, I should warn you about its true nature. Oh, and what may that be? Adana's corpse visited me not long ago and explained why she sent me to exile. She realized it way before any of us. But what I do is not fortune-telling. I'm not reading into the unknown. I'm writing it. Honestly, she knows about the behemoth. Fuck it, if we're already in this... yeah. I can modify not only the future, but everything that didn't happen in the past. I can basically alter reality? Adana's always been quite perceptive. I'm ashamed that I didn't notice it before, being the closest to you in your magical development. I could have guided you better, should we have known about this earlier. You taught me perfectly, plus I was happier before learning what my powers actually entail. Oh, so your prediction about the fall of the Coven. Yep, I doomed us all. I see. I guess that's part of why I got into politics, in hopes there's a way to minimize the damage. Knowing that, do you still want to subject yourself to my new deck? Yes. Oh, it's my responsibility. I brought you up. Just be mindful about what you ask. I do interpret the cards, but I don't control what card I draw. Very well. Okay. Deep breaths. What future do you want to alter? Not the future, if I understand you properly. We can work within everything that didn't happen, right? Oh, right. I can't erase anything, but I can sew in new realities. Especially around times where our collective memories are fuzzy. Times in which nothing of worth seemed to happen. I understand. Then I want you to write us a happy memory in an important lesson. That's unexpected. What's this about? Regret? Disappointment? I did so much thinking when Idana took you away from me. And I feel I should have been less strict and put more time into enjoying ourselves. Now that you're telling me you have the power to fix that, so let's see if you can turn me into a better mentor, even retroactively. Wow. Okay. I love her. Like, little bit of humility in the mentor character of like, hey, I wasn't the best teacher. I could be, oh. Yes, little man? Focus on your pride and your compassion while I shuffle my deck. The Cosmic Wheel. It means everything. Do you remember that winter in your cabin when we built a snow golem and how I cried when he melted away? I really loved that time you took me camping in one of the beautiful valleys in the Deerfolk realm. It was so peaceful. Oh, I remember how your ears went wild the first time I baked you a margarita pizza. One of my fondest memories is when you accompanied me to Earth to visit my birthplace, and we ended up having too many cocktails in Barcelona. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Camping in the beautiful valleys in the Deerfolk realm. I really love that time you took me camping in one of the beautiful valleys in the Deerfolk realm. It was so peaceful. Oh, yes. I feel that's when you finally opened up to me. I remember it too. And do you know why that happened? Of course. It was that broth we prepared together. Foraging for the ingredients, getting water from the river, starting a fire. How comforting it was. And when we drank from it in silence, letting it warm us to fight the wet cold of the valley. A true bonding experience. It was very nice. But that wasn't what made me lower my guard. Oh yeah? What was it then? When you fell down on your ass when a grasshopper jumped out of nowhere. What? That? Why? A little scream and that dumb look on your face were priceless. And that made you trust me. Absolutely. Up until that point, you were nothing but perfection. The master of the elements, Eugenia. Oh, so wise and faultless. But you fell on your ass. Really. Suddenly you were within my reach. If a millennium-old wish can fall on her ass, everything is alright. I can aim to become that. Nirvana. You taught me oneromancy, to harvest magic from my own dreams. You taught me to create a magical stash that would slowly grow during my penance, so I'd have a meaty magical reserve for when I came back. Oh, both of these are good! So this seems to only work when I sleep. Does this just grow over time? You taught me to create a magical stash that would slowly grow during my penance, so I would have a meaty magical reserve ready for when I came back. Oh yes, I remember that. And don't call it a magical stash. It was an astrologer's dream catcher. After 200 years, it must be ripe for the harvest. It's so uncanny, you immediately switched to that reality. Oh. I cast that spell myself, and I could swear this really happened. Well, it really happened. I remember it clearly. What you cast wasn't an illusion, after all. We lived through that. True. Amazing. Do you want to open it now? See how much energy it gathered? Absolutely. Holy shit. Wow. Incredible. This feels like cheating. I don't think so. You sacrificed a bit of your past in exchange for this power. The cosmic balance is kept. You'll eventually run out of past if you keep exploiting this. Right, but still. Enjoy it. You own it. You used your abilities in your own time, after all. I guess. I'm still processing it. Anyway, what do you think about my true talents? I understand why Adana was scared enough to deprive you of your old deck. But I'm not scared at all, because I know you. Adana didn't. She made a grave mistake. If Adana had told you the truth, you would have treated your newfound power with care. I have no doubt about it. But sentencing you to a millennium of exile? That's dangerous. You could have gone insane, and I don't even want to think about a mad witch with the power to alter reality. I'm so glad I taught you the song to summon Abramar. Wait, you know Abramar? Not personally, but my mentor did. She taught me the Forbidden Song and told many tales about Abramar. But I never got to use the spell myself. Wait, tell me more about your mentor and Abramar. My mentor was a Sumerian witch, master of shapeshifting. She was one of the founders of our coven. Apparently, they had to dispel Abramar because one of the sisters made a pact that endangered the fabric of time itself. My mentor rarely talked about the incident, because it brought her sour memories that tainted her transformations. But they had to erase their sister out of existence, and chained Abramar back into the Forbidden Song. I know Abramar isn't happy about that, I'm sure, and my mentor felt quite sorry for everything, but what could they do? The price was too high. In any case, my mentor spoke fondly about their time with Abramar. I'm kind of sad I never got to summon him myself. How are you liking him? I don't really trust him. I both hate him and love him. I like him very... I both hate him and love him. Oh, those are the best ones, aren't they? Eugenia, it's true. The ones who keep your energies in disarray. To be alive. It's not like that. Abramar is very helpful, but he won't stop messing with me. Always putting uncomfortable thoughts in my head. That's good. I'm happy to hear your new partner keeps challenging you. Yay. Listen, I want you to have something. I believe my dominion may prove a very powerful sphere for your creations. The four elements converge here. Euania's studio. Fortuna's mentor's witch studio, where she teaches the arts of cosmic magic. Thank you. This is going to come in handy. Plus, it's very nice to have a card that represents the place I grew as a witch. Fortuna? Thank you, Eugenia. Okay. Tea time is over. Now to focus on the campaign. Change the world, my child. Yes. Come back soon. Challenging someone's campaign is exhausting. Great move attacking the quorum of the eldest idea. We took voters from both Jasmine and Capresa. We especially picked up support from novices, explorers, and warriors. Jesus Christ. Novices, warriors, explorers. I don't know the Coven very well, but I'll try. Damn it. Okay, I think that was the wrong choice. To send her out to look for somebody. Maybe. We'll see. Let's make some cards. Euania's studio. Penitent one, the astronaut. I like the symbolism of the Wolf Mother in Euania's studio, being that that's where we were raised as a witch. I like that. The inevitable 3. I don't hate that. Naivete. A space to examine cosmogony. A figure of protection and support. Authoritarian, but fair. The birds of prey carry this message throughout the cosmos. Guardian, ego, mercy, wellness, authority, support, success, communication, peace, and justice. Allow me to pierce through. I desire to know more. Okay. Let's... Now that we have a bunch of extra mana built up, a bunch of elemental energies built up, let's learn more about our own deck. Let's... This should give us more choices. Stagnation, the Song of a Keeper, Banner for the Powerful, Determination to do what's right. Bad Omen, Amnesia, being eluded by what you yearn for. See if there's one that's just... The Mail Keeper. Evaluation, backing from your peers, the birth of a rival alliance. Sanctimoniousness. Okay, I think we've learned the true meaning of all of our cards. We have 5... Browse deck, 15... Okay. 15 of 15, but we're missing number 6. Yeah, we're missing number 6, but we also have number 0. So we do have 15 cards. Yeah, we ain't got shit. All right. "18 cycles left. Let's talk to Abramar. I'm back from my spy mission. I've found something worrying about our friend Jasmine. Presumably with the best of intentions, but still quite unethically in my opinion. Jasmine has been adding some performance enhancers to her mixtures, trying to make Adana happy and life easier for her sisters. She's been spiking the dried leaves and other infusions she provides the coven with. It was all with the purpose of helping everyone meet their quarterly controls, but still, to do so covertly. Apparently some witches discovered that their mixtures were altered by it, but Jasmine apologized and asked them to keep it hushed up, promising she wouldn't do it again. If we reveal this in a debate, I'm sure it'll cause quite the damage. But it may damage your friendship too. In any case, here's the info. It doesn't hurt to know more about our rivals." 18 cycles left. Look for allies and opportunities. Fortuna, wake up. Are you alright? Open your eyes. Don't leave us, please. Not this shit. Let me guess. Back on the beach, we tried drowning ourselves. But our sister saved us. Patrice saved us from drowning. For the attention of the Oracle Witch. Hello, my name is Zira. Me and my group of sisters are fleeing from a conflict in our former coven. We are being hunted and executed. We are desperate. I beg of you to hear me out. Thank you, Zira, the Jade Sculptor. Oh my god, I love her makeup. Thanks for having me. My name is Zira. I am a Jade Sculptor. Welcome, Zira. My name is Fortuna. I'm a cartomancer. But what can I do for you? I lead a group of refugee witches. We are in desperate need of help. I'll help in any way I can. What do you need? I should first tell you about the nature of the conflict. And for you to properly comprehend what's going on, it's imperative that you learn about our culture. You are familiar with the traditions of the Jade Sculptors? I know that you, the Jade Sculptors, are specialized in dialoguing with precious stones to ask them about their potential, and that they can carve any of them into magnificent magic tools. The most powerful stone being jade, right? Of course. Jade is the cornerstone of all your power, since you owe your might to the pact you sealed with the Jade Monks. Oh, you even know about the Jade Monks. Yes, they are the two largest known jade stones in the universe, each the size of a 5-story pagoda. They whispered their shape to your founding members, and those witches carved them into what they are today. You worship them, and in exchange, they guard the souls of every member of your clan. If you bring the heart of a Jade Witch back to the Jade Monks, they can be born again, but as a mortal, retaining their memories, but not their powers. Those reborn must stay in your temple to serve the living witches of your coven. I am so honored and impressed by your vast knowledge. My heart is at ease that you will fully comprehend the nature of our current conflict. I found a way of retaining power and immortality when rebirthing into the Jade... I found a way of retaining power and immortality when rebirthing at the Jade Monk Waterfalls. It's all thanks to a new stone carving method I devised, which consists of imbuing quicksilver into the veins of raw jade. But our sisters considered this to be heresy. They claim that the purity of jade must be preserved, but I suspect they're mostly interested in not losing the influx of mortal servants. Some of us, a minority I must say, tried to defend the virtues of imbuing jade with metals. However, they declared us heretics and are hunting us down. That sounds awful. That's why we need your help. And I'm aware of how risky it is to protect us at the moment, but hear me out. I came up with a proposal that may benefit us both. Okay, let's hear it. I researched too many covens to see who'd be the best suited in giving us asylum, and yours is one of the most powerful. I also learned that your sisterhood works on the basis of invitation. If any sister vouches for another witch, they can become a rightful member of your coven immediately. And I happen to know that you are in the middle of some elections, too. So, invite me and my 9 sisters to your coven, and we will all vote for you in the upcoming elections. This isn't quite ballot stuffing, but that's... We also have some magic saved up as compensation for your trouble. We can offer 10 units of earth energy. I know that jade sculptors don't have the capacity to mess with a coven as powerful as yours. Take us in and we will all be safe. Please, I beg of you. This is humanitarian. We were told that we could do humanitarian stuff, and I think protecting refugees is very humanitarian and good. You know? I feel like this would go... This will just get us 9 votes. This, I feel, will go over better with the clan, with the coven as a whole. I accept, but no need to vote for me. Is that right? Would you take us in? Would you take us in without asking anything without asking for anything in exchange? Well, I would still love that earth energy. Ah, but of course. Please, here, accept our jade earth energy. Thank you so much. I can examine your future with my cards. Oh, that'll give me some peace, yes. It'll be my pleasure. Let me get my cards. I see 2 major forces at play in this predicament, so I'm going to draw a card for each of them. On one hand, we have you and your sisters, refugees fleeing from your old coven, and on the other hand, we have your pursuers, the 4 sisters that are after you, claiming that you are heretics. Please, Jade Monks, show mercy upon us. Focus on your training as a jade sculptor, and on your desires as a witch, while I shuffle my deck. Why not? I think we deserve a little treat for ourselves. What if we just had a temple? Greatly inspired by my talents, you will carve a temple and statue in my name and worship my figure and nurture my powers. What? Are you being serious right now? That's the future my cards offered, yes. Is this just some elaborate method to telling us we'll be safe as long as we serve you? No, the whole thing with the cards is real, I swear. Time will tell, I guess. So far, any alternative is better than being hunted. Communication, peace, and yearning. Your pursuers will eventually realize how ignorant they have been, and will try to recruit you back and compensate you and your sisters for all the damage they've caused. Ha! That's rich. However, you'll lose us as worshippers if that were to happen, right? Or maybe the whole of the Jade Sculptor Coven could become my followers, who knows? I'm kidding. You are terrifying, Fortuna. I'm fucking around! Thank you for looking into our future. Somehow it's less bleak than I expected. Even I know there are still many hardships ahead. Thank you, really. For now, we'll focus on showing proper gratitude for you having taken us in. You are saving our lives in more ways, in more than one sense. I hope everything works out for you all in the end. Okay, some worrying to report. Caprice has been shamelessly parading Idana's corpse around to gather support. It may be because they go back way too far, but for some reason the corpse complies with everything Caprice says. This is giving our sisters reason to believe in Caprice's plan for keeping Idana as some sort of mystic guide. We need to do something. Fantastic news! Euanie has been meeting with the novices, counseling them in these times of change. She's vouched for you, and the novices respect her so much, they're all eager to support us now. Thank your mentor for me. The meeting with June Ratio went well, huh? The meeting with June Ratio went well, huh? She got almost every academic to support us. What did you do? Nothing, really. Our interests just aligned. Really? That's fantastic. Let's try to keep her on our side, then. Did you welcome the Jade Sculptor refugees into our coven? Yeah. It's a bit complicated in the middle of a race, Fortuna. Based on the coven rules, they have the right to vote, and they're voting for us, of course. But this didn't sit well with the rest of the coven. But I told them there was no need to vote for us. Come on, you can't be that naive. Of course they're going to vote for us. They owe you. Yeah, but no buts. Our sisters have the right to be pissed. I'm sorry. It's okay. Let's rebuild from here. Ah, shit, Dahlia. The balls on this witch. What happened? She extended an official duel before the whole coven to prove she's the strongest. Oh no. She said she'll take on just... She said she won't take on just any... She said she'll take on... Wait, what? What was that? She'll take on just anyone? The worst part is no one dared to face her. Not even the elders. So her little bravado played out. Vote intention is switching towards Dahlia because of this. I think I made this happen with my cards. Back when Dahlia consulted me about the race. Ah, fuck, that explains things then. Don't worry. There is nothing much we can do about it. Let's focus on earning back the trust from our sisters. So you have novices. No producer votes. All warriors. All explorers. We've got the academics. And we've got the oracles. So we need producers and explorers. I don't think we're winning any of the warriors. Producers and warriors. They were quite skeptical, but I managed to bring some of them to our side. Continuously chart this cosmos, scout new locations, discover sources of energies and materials, keep us informed of latest events. Usually too busy to mess with politics, so anything goes for them as long as it doesn't hinder their endeavors. They're pretty easy. Throw them a bone here and there and they'll support us. Although, the same goes for the other parties too. Promote our program to explorers. Alright, let's see what the fuck this is about. Yeah. Final chapter. Reality check. We weren't actually a witch, were we? Fortuna! Fortuna, talk to us! What happened? What were you thinking walking into the ocean like that? I drowned? Were you trying to kill yourself? What's all this about becoming a witch? Back off a bit, Patrice. She's probably going through some kind of crisis. It's alright, Fortuna. We're here for you. What? Everything's alright. You're safe. We're your friends. Seriously. What the fuck is going on? You're still in shock. We'll take you home, make you a warm drink, and talk this through, okay? Don't do this to me, Fortuna, alright? Oh, okay. What's going on? We should get back to the asteroid, Patrice. What? Oh no. She's lost it forever, Ava. Deep breaths, everyone. This is Kaya's apartment. Oh god, yeah. I figured when I first read that note, uh-oh, none of this is real, huh? Did I travel back in time? Oh, come on. No, sweetheart, you haven't traveled back in time. Where do you think you've come from? Outer space, centuries into the future. Ah, and how's that possible? I'm a witch. Stop it. Don't enable her fantasies, Ava. It's not fantasy. You're a witch too. Wake up, Patrice. You work as an archivist in our coven. Oh no. For the love of God, what are you saying, Fortuna? Okay, let's not panic. This will pass. It's just some kind of stress-related crisis. I believe we'll be able to better help her if we ask her about her predicament. I'm sure there must be some truth hidden in the witch fantasy. Are you sure? It's worth a shot. Okay. You take the lead. This is too much for me. Okay, Fortuna, can you tell us more about your witch coven from outer space? Sure. We're about 100 witches. Our coven is one of the most respected in the magic community. Just recently, our leader died, and we were in the process of electing a new one. Okay. Tell me more about these elections. I'm running for leader. Oh, that's very cool. And what are your plans for the coven? To undo the damage our last leader caused. Oh wow, you must hate that person, right? With all my soul. And you did something to harm her? What? What are you getting at? Just answer me, it's important.
Fortuna, wake up. They're messing with you. Fortuna!
I'm here.
What happened? I found you eyes rolled back, mumbling to yourself.
I was trapped in some kind of illusion. Someone tried to make me believe I'm not a witch. That it was all the delusion from before I ascended. Oh shit, they kept asking me about the political race.
Did you disclose any sensitive information?
I told them I hate Adana, and that made them suspect I was the one who killed her or something.
Very good. That'll throw them off.
Huh? How's that good?
Did you kill Adana?
No.
Exactly. This will send them on a wild goose chase. Very well done.
Sure.
Anyway, crisis averted. I'll get back to doing my thing. Stay strong. We're almost to the finish line.
Uh-huh. Hey, some of the novices recommended someone who you may find useful. I wrote to her explaining our situation. Hopefully she'll come soon. Here's the info I gathered about her. Her name is Rangimari, the Cosmic Poet. She's not from the Coven, but you've probably heard of her. Rangimari is all the rage throughout the witching universe, especially among the youngest witches. Her words, especially her poems and songs, have a lot of impact on witch culture. As our universe's biggest influencer, Rangimari will definitely play a major role in shaping witch culture in the centuries to come. I've heard she already sympathizes with our cause, so if we could get her to speak up, she could sweep a lot of votes. Okay, that's good. I'd like you to promote our program to producers, please. Oh, exciting. I'll go and spread the good word, absolutely. Well, that was whack. Do we have anything to make a card while we wait? Oh, we can make some. We have any heavily earth-leaning Forgotten Factory or the 100-column warship. Let's do the 100-column warship. Pilot from the Machina cult. Sure. Let's do some heavy earth-based shit. Let's put the mecha Hell yeah. Let's see if we can line some of this shit up and then get some flowers. I want... Cool. humming engines, consciousness of the many cells, mecha pilots are excellent guardians. The sacred cane blesses the landscape. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. I found someone interesting. I subtly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is Menaka, head of explorers. That's not a real position in the Coven. It's an honorific title she got from the rest of the explorers, which may be even more important than an official designation. More often than not, Menaka roams the outer edges of the known universe, mapping every star and planet. She even developed a shape-shifting orrery. That keeps track of any change to any astral body that the Coven has charted in real time. Just recently, Menaka came back to the Coven because of the elections. If we can get her on our side, we can easily win the confidence of every explorer witch in the Coven. Wow. Dig up dirt on our opponents. He's really good at that. 14 cycles left. Inside your mind, there's a kaleidoscope refracting every possible path, and you are the road keeper. Love Rongimari, cosmic poet. Holy shit! What a nice home. Do you like the cosmic poem I sent you? Genuinely? She's one of the best designs. Holy shit. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. Let it sink in. It'll grow on you. Nice. So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Shh. Let it sink in. Inside your mind, there's a kaleidoscope. It's still sinking, refracting every possible path. Pay attention. Well, and I am the road keeper? Powerful, huh? Look, I don't want to be rude, but I'd normally enjoy this kind of weird game, but we're a bit swamped at the moment with the coming elections. So, what can I do for you? I want to support your cause. Okay, you're not from our coven though, right? Why did you decide to support us? I like your team. I'd like for you to be in power. Thank you. What is it that you find interesting about our program? The vibe. I see. And what were you thinking in terms of support? Why, a cosmic poem, of course. Oh, I heard they're all the rage among the younger witches, right? Yes. And soon among every witch, once I managed to break through their sour skepticism. Cosmic poetry is not just about words. They're thought-birthing spells, but they can only penetrate welcoming minds. Oh, okay, so that's why it wasn't doing anything for me, I guess. Unlike traditional art, they need your consent to make an impact. It's the most ethical form of creation. Okay. Interesting concept. And you're saying that you'd like to compose a cosmic poem to boost our campaign? That's it. I would only require 5 units of every element. I don't have that. Deal. Meteoric. Wait, there's not enough magic here. Sorry, that's everything I've got left. Oh no, I didn't come here to rip you off, I swear. I'll cover the rest, and you can pay off the balance whenever it's a good time for you. Okay, thank you. Okay, now, let's compose a cosmic poem. I've heard wonders about your divination. I wonder if we could use it for something avant-garde. What did you have in mind? Instead of actually writing the poem, let's peek into the future to see how it's going to end up. And we can skip all the pain of actually pondering every single word. Ah. Bootstrapped Paradox. A paradoxical cosmic poem. If we peek at how it'll look after going through all the process and iterations, we wouldn't need to actually put that work in. Yes, isn't it beautiful? My atoms shake at the mere thought. I dig it, yeah. How do we go about this? Okay, so, cosmic poems are composed of 3 important elements. I'd like you to ask the cards to look at each of them. Also, before we get started, please forget everything you know about human poetry. There are spells bound by language. These are spells inbound by language. In fact, everyone perceives them in their native tongue. So forget about rhyme, metric, and all that bullshit. This is the real deal. Just powerful ideas. Like a hit tweet. Well, about that. What's a tweet? Oh, you're pre-internet witch, I see. When are you from? I ascended in the early 60s from planet Earth's United States. Right, so, like, graffiti that you read somewhere and find yourself thinking about it again and again. Gotcha. When are you from? Nowhere, no when. Literally. I woke up inside a collapsed star, where space and time stop making sense. I've never been a mortal. Holy shit. But I really dig the human vibe. Wow. Is that even possible? Anyway, Cosmic Poems 101. The first and most crucial element is the hook. A conceptual gust that pries open your mind. It readies you to absorb the energy of the poem. Second comes the line, the substance, the development of the idea. And third, and quite critical, there's the sinker. That's what drives everything home. It seals the deal. Reaches for the depths of your soul and delivers the cosmic poem. Are you following? Hook, line, and sinker. Got it. The idea is to develop a cosmic poem that makes witches connect better with your cause. Right, so focus on what inspired you to support us. And focus on what inspired you to support us while I shuffle my deck. Sacred Grievance. Observe your willpower. Enclosed. Private. A meteor across 1,000 pupils. Your gray matter forms a still pond. Wow. Powerful. You bet it caught my attention. The Mail Keeper. Thrive on the light of your lamplight. Instead of oil, it burns on curiosity. You keep painting dolls for every witch you met. Thrive on the light of your lamplight. Instead of oil, it burns on curiosity. For the first black hole, there's so much meaning engraved in that. This may turn out to be the deepest poem of my career. And I don't even know, and I don't even have to actually write it. You know? Atlas. The Sinker. This is your self-portrait. Shit, this Sinker is a game changer. I love it. Fortuna, this is extremely good. Let me bind everything together in a spell. I can't wait to listen to it. My mind will be welcoming for this one. Oh, that was Fortuna. Ready? My mind will be ready for this one. Your gray matter forms a still pawn. Thrive in the light of your lamplight. Instead of oil, it burns on curiosity. This is your self-portrait. It could go every which way. This is a masterpiece. Are you feeling it? I love it! I love it! Right? It's going to be a sensation. I'm going to start singing it throughout the universe right now. Please. Totally conveys what you're doing here. Trust me. I'm out. Good luck with the rest of the race. Thank you for coming and for the poem. Her wings are so cool! Alright. 12 cycles left. Dear Sister Fortuna, my name is Menica. I'm one of the Explorer Witches of your coven. I am meeting with members of every party to assess the best prospect for our projects, the continued research of this cosmos, and, of course, the well-being of all of our sisters. Looking forward to meeting you, Menica. She rides a sextant? And she just carries it on her... The designs in this game don't miss, if I'm being honest. The designs in this game... fucking rip. Oh my god! Hello, Fortuna. So nice to meet you. Likewise. It's an honor to meet the head of the Explorers. Ah, I'm no head of anything, dear. The rest of the Explorers like to call me that, but it's just an affectionate way of calling me old. I know many witches hold you in great esteem, not only Explorers. Well, I mentored a lot of them. I understand the daughtry love. But there's no such thing as a head, leader, or chief of Explorers. In any case, I'm sure you have a lot of pull among them. I won't deny that my word carries more weight than I'd like, but it's not something I sought out. I'd never brandish that love as a tool for command. Anyway, enough about me. I've always wanted to meet you. Did you know I was planning on paying you a visit right before you were exiled? Oh yeah? At the time we were looking for an oracle to help us design a plan to travel inside a black hole. Oh, pop my back. Wow, I would have loved to have been a part of that. Well, unfortunately, the project was cancelled after we lost a young explorer in the black hole. The oracle that was helping us at the time told us she wasn't dead, but transported to a different era, and that we'd probably never see her again. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Maybe with you on our side it would have gone differently. We'll never know, I guess. Look at me, talking about myself again. I'm so sorry. Let's focus on the present, or you could have me telling war stories until the end of the race. It's quite alright. So, you're visiting every candidate. How's that going so far? It keeps getting harder and harder. I'm not just visiting the candidates, but also their advisors and other team members, and I just love you all too much. The future is going to be bright no matter who wins. I agree. It's a pity we have to compete to begin with. I know. It must be hard on you. You, Jasmine, and Dahlia are pretty close, right? My true family, I'd say. I hope this race makes you even closer after the dust settles. Yeah, me too. I wish I could have enjoyed some quiet time with my loved ones before getting thrown back into witch society this hard. We rarely choose our struggles. Why don't you stay out of it if the race is this hard on you? I should have, shouldn't I? I guess I do care about the fate of this coven. That's why I have to make sure it's our program we move forward with. Ah, the clash of friendship and conviction. So tell me, is there a way to count on your support? Ah, so blunt. That's a good sign. It's not that there's something specific you can do to get my vote, but yours is the only party with an oracle in it. I'm curious about that. So, if it's not rude to ask, I would like to experience your divination. Specifically, how it may benefit the everlasting task of charting the universe. What did you have in mind? A simple request. Tell me about something I haven't seen. Not so simple. Considering you're famous for having been everywhere. Everywhere known, at least. I guess there's no harm in writing up a place for Menika to explore. Should I overdo it and impress her, or should I stick to her request? Let's overdo it! Very well. I accept your challenge. Come on, Hubris, because we have a lot of good cards, right? Knock on wood. We have a lot of good cards. It's not a challenge, my dear. Well, you're right. It is a challenge. Fair enough. You know, Menika, it'd be a huge honor to count on your support. So I'm only going to tell you about a place you haven't been. So I'm not only going to tell you about a place you've never been, I'm going to tell you about how what you'll find there. Oh, bold. Okay, I'm starting to get excited. Hold tight to that excitement while I shuffle my deck. And connect with what you felt the first time you visited an uncharted place. Standing ovation. Observe the surface of VY Canis Majoris carefully. There you'll find a wormhole that can be crossed safely without getting burnt. It'll take you to an undiscovered location. Travel a light year below my house and you'll discover a planet whose atmosphere is immune to light. Observe the surface of VY Canis Majoris. Oh, wow. That is pretty far-fetched. Is it possible, though? Well, it's not impossible. Then you will find it. Are you sure you want to send your elder into one of the largest known stars? Yes. I mean, it sounds funny, but I'm 100% sure. You're going to find that wormhole, and you will be able to go through it safely. Very well. I'll bet on your divination. The Cosmic Wheel. In this new place, you'll find an undiscovered mineral. They'll be coveted by many witch smiths. You'll meet with a telepathic octopus made of dark matter. It will teach you to forgive yourself. You will find an anomalous star the size of an apple, but it'll hold as much power as the sun. This new place will invite you into meditation. There you will hear the echo of a long-lost melody that will expand the breadth of your arts. Do a thorough search, for there you will find the sister you lost in the black hole. What? Is that true? Don't give hope to these old bones. This is real. I want to believe you more than anything, but we did everything in our power back then, and there wasn't a way to get her back. It's going to work. Trust me. Okay. Thank you. What you just did, it's something else. I'm leaving immediately to explore. I can't wait to hear back from you. You can bet you will. Thank you so much for indulging me. I need this to work. I need this to work. Hey, y'all are back. Jasmine is going after academics now. She's outright selling fear for how our system is going to lead to chaos and degrading the Sisterhood's well-established values. Whatever that means. The thing is that the oldest witches are buying it up. Stay on our toes. Your gray matter forms a still pawn, thrive in the light. Wow. You're a cosmic poet now? That collaboration with Rangi Maori is making every novice crazy. And it's inspiring sisters in every demographic, really. Really? I'm so happy. Great job, Fortuna. And remember, this is your self-poet. This is your self-portrait. Shut up. I'm back from my meeting with the explorers. I explained to them why our program is their best resort. God, I keep clicking on it before I finish reading it. They were quite skeptical, but I managed to bring some of them to our side. I was super afraid of meeting with the producers, but they welcomed me with open arms. I'm a future producer after all. They were super interested in my peppermancy. They tried to seduce me towards Jasmine's side, but I stayed strong. I even managed to get some of them sympathetic with our program. Oh, and the producers are quite interested in the community service thing. Something bad is gonna happen. We are doing too well. We are doing too well. Something bad is going to happen. I'd like you to promote our program with the Warriors. I'll do my best. I'd like you to harvest energy, please. I have a debt to pay back for that song. Cool. I want to save up my energy. Sleep. You dream about being a fish with beautiful black and gold scales with fractal patterns. One day, roaming your favorite reef, you encounter an octopus whose camouflage shifts constantly, displaying images of outer space. He tells you that within your scales is written the secret to travel into and beyond a black hole. Okay, let's talk to you real quick. I'm back from my spy mission. I've found nothing. Witches are starting to get a bit paranoid with the tension of the race. Maybe we should let up on dirt digging for a while. Or not, your call. I'd like you to harvest energy. Your wish is my command. I'll get you some fresh energy. I found it. It was there. You're the real deal. Let me know when I can visit. Okay, you are the real deal. You must forgive me for my condescension. Condescension. God. I can read, I swear! I dared to cross the wormhole, buried among the imposing flames of the giant star. It took me to a non-Euclidean labyrinth, made of what looked like quartz and jasper. If that's the work of a sentient being, it's not any we've encountered so far. A behemoth, maybe? The thing is that any spell I cast was absorbed towards its insides. When the race is over, we should put together a task force to properly map it. The place is hypnotic, enthralling even for the most seasoned eyes. And you were right. When I was about to leave, our lost sister put her hand on my shoulder. I don't understand how she ended up there. Her mind was lost, but she still recognized me. We can't age, so it's difficult to say how long she'd been stranded there, but her clothes were almost disintegrating. I took her back to the Explorers Guild. We'll do our best to heal her mind. Thank you so much for helping me find her. It was an open wound I've had for far too long. Or which. You are incredible, Fortuna. I've never witnessed such a display of power. Thank you. I've worked with other oracles in the past to aid in our expeditions, but this is something else. See, centuries ago I built a special orrery that continuously maps our charted space and mutates to depict any changes in the universe, down to the precision of an asteroid. Your cute little house does indeed appear there. So, what the evidence points towards so far is either that the orrery is malfunctioning, or that the place you sent me to didn't exist before our meeting. Are we sure that what you're doing is divination? What else would we call it? I shuffle my cards and interpret them. And yes, uncannily, I am always right. Maybe we should invent a word for being this precise and clear through divination. Futuremancer, something like that. I can't help but feel there's something more to it. Where you sent me and what I found. But sure, I respect it if you don't want to show me all your cards, of course. I'd like to further test these capabilities of yours if you don't mind. I'm going to have to start charging you, Menika. This time it's something pretty straightforward. Do you know what this is? Yes. It's It's what's left of Archwitch Kadamia when her coven scattered her remains. This contraption has been around in our coven for a long time, and then in those millennia there's been little progress with solving its mystery. Oh, I'm impressed. Not many are aware of the existence of Kadamia's artifact. And you would like me to open it as a test? Oh no, that would be an unfair demand. We've been stumped by it for ages now. I'd like to find a clue as to what it is, using your divination. And what do I get in exchange? True, I'm abusing your hospitality at this point, right? I'm beyond impressed by your capability. My vote will go to your party for sure. But if you help us with this, I'll do everything in my power to get as many sisters as I can to support your cause. Not because I'd owe you, but because you and your team would be the right choice. Very well. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to ask my deck to put you on the path that'll untangle this mystery. Yes, please. Let's look at this artifact's. Let's look at this artifact's future. Focus on everything you've learned about it. On the countless hours you've spent studying it. Sanctimoniousness. Only a behemoth can open it. You'll need to form a pact with one of them to discover what's inside the artifact. You need to pierce through Kadamia's entelechy. A witch named Luis can weave you a key to peel off the protective layers. The artifact can only be opened by the reincarnation of Archwitch Kadamia. She still hasn't been born, but you'll recognize her once you meet her. Oh, Louise? You know her? Yes, she's trained to be an explorer back. She trained to be an explorer back when she was a novice, but it didn't work out. She was too absorbed by that entelechy thing. Was more interested in the substances of things than the actual exploration. Louise is one of the kindest souls I've ever known. I would have loved to have had her with us. I heard she recently moved to live on Earth with her lover, right? That's right, yeah. My, it's been eons since I visited Earth. I'll go pay her a visit. Happy to hear we'll work together again. And having experienced your talents firsthand, this must be it. Finally, some progress in Kadamia's mystery. Thank you so much, Fortuna. You surpassed every expectation I had. Even more than that, you made me fall in love with immortality again. Before meeting you, I was disillusioned with this cosmos already. I felt like I had seen it all. And you tore all that like a You tore through all that like a supernova, not only showing me new places, but magic beyond my comprehension. I'm so happy to hear that. You have my full support. I'll vouch for you in front of our sisters. I'm looking forward to the future of this coven with you at the helm. Thank you so much. See you in Congress. Good luck with the race. We don't get anything from studying, do we? Sleep for a bit. Oh. Coimetrophobia. You are reading a book while watching your mother sew some cool patches on your sister's jacket. When she's done, she shows you the jacket and all the patches of eyes that blink, looking at you. Welcome back. Hey, went for a trip inside of a star and got this for you. Will you make more cards with this? I'd like you to look for allies and opportunities. I guess we could read interactive fictions, and these, I think, give us some magic. The girl was ambling along the path, shrouded in the smoky haze of dawn. She was crying. The words of father still echoed in her head. The warmth of his last kiss still beat on her cheek. Since you were born, I knew there was something strange about you. It's time for you to join your kind. And without further ado, father left her in the thick of the night. The path was narrow and marked a trail that was easy to follow but hard to swallow. A slight furrow of land that led to a whole new life. After hours of walking, the girl stumbled upon the knocker of a trapdoor. The knocker of a trapdoor on the ground, right where the path ended. It was a beautiful and antique-looking piece. I can lean back a little bit and just bring this a little closer. A hand-carved, bronze-looking sphere, between its fingers, a globe. She pulled gently, and the hatch reacted to her touch. Just wanted to make sure that my audio is still good, moving my microphone. Who's texting me? Leave me alone. There we go. She pulled gently, and the hatch reacted to her touch by opening diligently. The globe was waiting for her. The girl entered the blackness beneath the floor, groping the height of the steps until she emerged into a dimly lit room. As her eyes became used to the gloom, she spotted the hunched silhouette of a woman at the back of a vaulted chamber. Welcome, my child. From now on, you will be the daughter of another flesh, the sister of another blood. Are you ready for the initiation rite? I have no choice. You carry within you the primordial force that secretly rules this world. But such a power needs to be tamed. Power requires sacrifice, just as the world needs balance. The woman approached her. Her skin was wrinkled like the ridges of a freshly plowed field. The forces rest in the space between pairs of opposites. We must relinquish one of our senses to force that focus. Sight and hearing govern the rationality of people. Smell and taste govern their emotions. The girl struggled to understand. What about touch? That is the only sense we cannot renounce. We are the hand that subtly rules the becoming. It is the tool for channeling our magic. The girl scrutinized the woman's face, wondering what her choice would have been and what kind of magic she would flaunt. She thought it would be easier to live without some senses than others. Surely there was a catch. Do not be afraid. Look inside yourself, and you will know the right choice. I mean, you have chosen to forego the sense of smell, the mighty wave that envelops the most profound desires with significance. Your renunciation will also be your force, because only from humility and detachment can you exercise power. From now on, you will be able to color the nuances of a desire and nurture them with meaning. Sanctimoniousness. You are digging your own grave when your shovel hits something hard. You unearth a bronze statue of yourself. The statue comes to life, and you agree to switch places. It buries you, and your bronze self keeps on living your life. Yeah? Jasmine is going after Demis now. She's selling fear. Made a great impression on Menica. She's vouching for us, swaying most of the explorers to our side. Minika's wonderful. I had a great time with her. It's good. Good energy for the race. Keep it up. Ugh. Warriors aren't an easy lot to talk to. I believe it's better that I steer clear of them. We ended up in a pissing contest that led to no good. They're too loyal to Dahlia anyway. Academics. Promote our program to academics. And then let's sleep again. Naivete. You're reading a book with pages made of mirrors. You can still read the text surfaces all over your face in the reflection. It is a treatise that proves that the Big Bang Theory is a lie. When you close the book, the universe stops existing. I hope this works. I extracted this energy from my peppers. Maybe a bit spicy. Hope you like it. I'd like you to promote our program. Among producers. And then we shall sleep again. Sanctimonious is your body. You switch bodies with your sister and go to meet one of her lovers. The man takes you to have a fancy dinner of oysters and crawfish. You drink a bottle of white wine and make love on his boat. The following morning, you discover you have switched bodies with the man, and you are now alone on the boat, lost in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, alright. Welcome back, Abramar. I found someone interesting. I suddenly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is Woon, Witch of Entropy and Decay. Like you and Adana, she's one of the Oracle Witches of the Coven. She's able to read the entropy of any system, no matter whether it's a machine, a community, a building, an astral body, or even an idea. Basically, Woon can discern what actions will accelerate or prevent the decay of just about anything. Okay, yeah, entropy and decay. Maybe she can help us find the weak spot in our opponent's strategies. And then we shall sleep again. I feel ready for the actual, like, you craft a beautiful acoustic guitar with wood of a millennium-old oak and with blue leaves. You don't know how to play it, so you summon a musician spirit to live inside the instrument. You caress the strings, and the subtle harmonic hum makes you cry. Jasmine's going after academics now. I had a long chat with some academics. I believe it went pretty well. As one of the Coven's archivists, I know most of the academics well. I'd say it was a productive meeting. I got many of them to see the potential of our proposal. Like you to promote our program with academics. All right. Welcome. Wait. I don't understand you. Maybe there's a way for for us to connect. Nemesis and mentor, this your eye, once studied every tongue. Grant me access to my sister's words. Well, did it work? Yes! I can understand you perfectly fine now. It worries me you don't know the tongue of the nebula. It is the only way to access true knowledge and power. Ah, yes, it's extremely hard for human witches to master, but it's a skill I want to acquire eventually. Very well. Where was I? Oh yes, I have the power to destroy your party. Alright, here we go. I don't know if you are familiar with my arts, but I have the ability to sabotage everything. There's a path to decay in everything, be it a planet, a community, or an idea. I can read those lines and steer everything in that direction. And what's the purpose of coming to say all of this to my face? A test. The best prospect for our coven is to have a powerful oracle at the helm. That's why you are my favorite candidate. Good to know. You have a funny way of showing support, though. I need to ascertain that you have what it takes to lead. What do you propose? I'm going to offer you the opportunity to sabotage your rivals' efforts. I've already studied them. I know how to suffocate their momentum. Just say the word and they are done. But should you reject my offer, I will go to your rivals and offer the same deal to them. Prisoner's Dilemma. This is kind of... No, this isn't the... Is this a variant on the Prisoner's Dilemma? If none of us choose to take this... Oh, nice, okay. Don't answer me yet. This is a test, after all, so I want you to take your time and ponder how you will act in this scenario. Let's see if I understand you. You are threatening to destroy us if we don't choose to destroy our opponents. I believe it's a bit more nuanced than that. Your rivals may reject the offer too. Do you trust your sisters to play as fair as you will? I see. So, do you get off on this kind of stuff, or what's the deal with you? Give it some thought. I am not bluffing. I need to try transforming our coven to assess if it can stand the test of entropy. Okay. Take your time, summon me when you are ready to make a choice. Do not choose, I will make the choice for you. How do I summon people? Alright, time's up. We did everything we could. We're the favorite in the polls, so things are looking good for us. Great job. But let's not count our chickens yet. In a couple of days, the whole Sisterhood will get together at the House of Cosmic Providence. There, every party will get to debate our coven's future. Not only that, but every sister also has the right to speak and will be able to express their hopes and concerns. Pretty much anything can happen there. Have you ever been to the House of Cosmic Providence? I've only seen it from the outside, and it's pretty intimidating. I've been inside for some dealings, but never for an official assembly of the Sisterhood. I'm nervous, too. The thing is that inside its main hall, time holds still, so the debate can go on for hours, days, or years if necessary. Oh no. The rule is that no vote shall be cast until every sister has a chance to say their piece. Then, after everything's said and done, we will all vote. And the House of Cosmic Providence will release its hold on time, so fate can unfold normally. We've come this far, so I might as well do the whole dance. Oh, we've come this far, might as well do the whole dance. Campaigning is now banned until the assembly, so let's take some time off. Enjoy a bubble bath, or whatever it is you do to blow off steam. For me, it's going to be wine and sex fairies. Patrice, again, too much information. Shut up. Congratulations on getting to the finish line. Let's meet at the door of the House of Cosmic Providence in a couple of days. Chapter 7, Providence. Come on, this one is super easy. What is she doing? Some clue, maybe? This character's legendary. They're known for never giving up. Alright, I think you're... What? No, who's that? I know! What's the name of that famous Earthling? Ah, yes, Lady Gaga. What? Lady Gaga? Who's that? A pop star from the 2100s, I think. I don't know, she's the only historical figure I know from her. That's your cultural touchstone, is Lady Gaga. Okay, we're from completely different worlds and eras. This wasn't a good idea. But Fortuna, you should know this character. Tell me already, there's no way I can guess it. Ahab. Ahab? From Moby Dick! Look at me, with the harpoon and everything! It's impossible. That's impossible. I didn't even know what the main character of Moby Dick was called. No? Forget it. The magic brownie should be ready to work anyway. Up for some tea and some smiles? Alright. I'm ready, ma'am. We're doing fucking brownies with the girls. Ugh, shouldn't have made them so delicious. I was having one too many. And they pair with the tea so well. I'm going to want a literal ton to take out later. I figured as much. I already prepared a survival kit for you. I'll help you carry it to your asteroid later. Much appreciated. Hey, Fortuna. How come you never got a familiar? It's so lame every time you write to just get, like, an envelope with a message. One of the best parts of witch correspondence is getting to pet each other's familiars. Yeah, there's Jasmine's. I've always wanted to bring that up too. I don't know. I have serious trouble with commitment. Like, that's a living being, and I need to think about feeding them and taking care of them. But now that you're going to be exiled for a millennium, wouldn't it be good to keep you company? We don't need to talk about this if you don't want to. No, it's alright. I guess I wouldn't want to keep any sentient being imprisoned with me, just so I don't feel alone. Fair point. You've always been so empathetic. I don't think empathy is what's going on here. I'd say it's the opposite. How egotistical and how only losers actually read books. This game is great. Occult, brownie, sex, overwhelming sense of cosmic dread. It runs the gambit. It's a great time. I'd say it's the opposite. How egotistical and self-centered I am. Hey, where's that coming from? I'm not looking for pity. I accepted it so long ago. Don't worry. Fortuna. Hey, I know. If you had to get a familiar, what would it be? Something weird like a chocolate golem. What? Did I ever do it with the herbs and the brownie? I'm serious. You could pet it if you want, lick your fingers afterwards. What are you saying? Why the hell would you want an edible familiar? Aren't most of them edible, though? No. Not in that way, at least. I'm just gonna say that I wouldn't mind having a chocolate surprise on my window from time to time. Dahlia! It's settled. When I'm out of exile, I'll craft a chocolate golem. Seriously? To be BFFs with Lovecraftian horror. Yeah! Abramar is great. Friends, my brownies are kicking in, and they're making me feel like philosophy. Oh no. Oh yes, here we go. Listen, have you ever considered why men can't become witches? Because the cosmos is unfair? Because men have too much privilege? It's because of our superior emotional intelligence. Here. Wait, what's that? My sister explained it to me. It's like being smart but for feelings. Huh? They invented it on Earth a few decades after I became a witch. It's like listening to yourself and being empathetic and being able to properly communicate, I think. And women have more of that than men? I don't know, I was just being mean for no reason. It's because men are the fucking worst then. Jeez, I will never understand how men got to be so awful on your home planet. Jasmine, Jasmine comes from the 19th century. From what I know, that was fucking nightmarish. Women didn't even have the right to vote. Our balls are too great. And that was just a symptom of how much they saw us as inferior. You sure you don't want us to invade your planet and institute a matriarchy? Let's do it. No. We're on a path in human society. Well, they're on a path. It's not our fight anymore. Slowly but surely, women are turning it around. My offer still stands if you ever want it less slowly and more surely. Oh yeah. Nice. Really nice. Are you high, Jasmine? Yeah? Aren't you? Yeah. Let's dance. Aw, hell yeah. Oh. Jasmine, have you been learning new moves? Yes. Should we put some music on? There's music already. The plants are singing. Oh. Sure. I'm going to miss you so much. Aw, Fortuna. I love you. I love you too. I love you so much. Hang in there, 40. What did you just call me? Shit's fucked. Finally alone. Yeah, it's been too much having so many people in here all of a sudden. Yes. Plus, I missed you. You missed me? I never left. I missed talking to you. Just the two of us. You're such a softie. I don't want to be toxic and hoard you all for myself or anything. But I was so jealous of all those witches visiting you while I had to remain hidden. Okay, what's going on? Why are you getting this cloying? The end is near. What end? You will soon hate me. What? What are you going to do? Activate the fire seal. And I will have to absorb your immortality. You'll need to go back to the mortal world, and we won't get to see each other again. True. I knew the moment to pay would come, sooner or later. And there's no way around this? Nope. I can't evade my responsibility. Can't I resist you in any way? You could always try to destroy me. But right now, you're not at a level where you can dispel me. You can't get rid of me, even with your deck. Okay, I'll pay. Please, you need to pay. I understand, I'm sorry. It's only natural you want to rebel against the one who's taking something precious from you. I don't think I will ever hate you, though. No matter how much you loathe me. You really are special, Fortuna. I will treasure our time together, no matter what happens. I'm happy I met you, despite everything. Hate me or not, you're getting what you wanted. Tomorrow you will leave this asteroid at last. How are you feeling? Excited to return to society at last. I'm not one for crowds. I've never been super sociable, but after so much time isolated, I feel like I'm about to rebound towards the other extreme. I want to make friends. I want to hug strangers. I don't know. I need to feel other people. It'll probably pass in a couple of weeks of disappointment, and then I'll be back to my usual self. Whatever the case, I sincerely hope you enjoy the rest of your existence to the fullest. Thank you. And speaking of enjoying ourselves, this is probably our last night together on this asteroid. You're not coming back to this life, so make all the cards you want, enjoy some books, lay in bed.
And when you're ready, let me know, and I'll let you ride me back to the House of Cosmic Providence.
What? I'm getting to ride you like a cosmic shrimp?
What? You didn't just call me a shrimp.
Sorry, I've been thinking about it since the moment I first saw you. Shrimp tail!
I've heard lobster before, but shrimp? Come on, show some respect.
Alright. Sorry, oh magnificent lobster.
Shut the fuck up. Take your time, and then I'll fly you to Congress.
Aye, aye. To all our sisters, the House of Cosmic Providence is ready to receive us all. It's time to gather. Fate awaits. Yeah, no, I think I'm good.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm about to meet dozens of witches all at once.
Do you care about what others think of you?
Yes, don't you?
I'd like to say that I don't care about what anyone thinks about me. And after having lived through many universes, it's mostly true, but from time to time I find someone that I do care about what they think.
Are you talking about me?
Yes. In fact, I was listening in when you were talking with Eugenia about me.
Of course you were.
I both hate him and love him. If I had blood, I'd still be blushing, miss.
Shut up, dude.
And then Eugenia was all like, those are the best ones, aren't they?
This is so embarrassing. Wonder if she could have read herself and determined what happens if she gives up? We had an opportunity to read how this shakes out. Like, are we going to win? And I didn't take that chance. I didn't take that risk of, like, because we could have just pulled a card that said, we lose. But this is so embarrassing. I hate you so much.
Well, for what it's worth, I only love you. You are constantly adorable.
Fuck you. Listen, never got to thank you properly.
There's no need to, really. It's all been you, this whole time.
No, I want to do it. You've done so much for me these past few months. I was lost. I was beyond saving. I summoned you as a last resort, and what you've given me is not just a new deck and getting to leave my house. You brought me back to life. Challenging me, teaching me, making me laugh, listening to me. Thank you, Abramar. Thank you so much. I love you.
I love you too. But you really shouldn't. I appreciate what you're saying, I really do. But I'm not doing all of this for free. Soon I'll reap something very important from you.
I don't care. Right now, right here, I love you. And I am thankful. I may hate you in the future. Hell, I may even betray you. I don't really know how I'm going to react once the fire seal activates. But in this specific moment, alone, among the stars, I love you.
Thank you. Look, there it is, the House of Cosmic Providence.
Moment of truth. Let's see what the cards led us to. And that's really wholesome. This game's really sweet. Everything that is about to happen, everything that will occur, none of it is your fault, but all of it is your responsibility. And that is true for every given moment of your life. And that is true for every single witch in the cosmos. That is fate. My corpse is without will, but my body stands proud of the coven assembled here today. 100 voices to decide the fate of our sisterhood. 100 voices to steer this universe. Your power is enormous, and it will continue to grow. the House of Cosmic Providence will hold time still for us. Not a single galaxy will dare spin until our coven has a new leader. Now pour your voices into the chalice and build the future upon my corpse. Surrounding me around the chalice of undying legacy, we have the candidates. Cupracia, the historian. Dahlia, the dagger-smith. Jasmine, the gardener. Fortuna, the soothsayer. We will soon hear our sisters' opening speeches. But first, let's conjure the vote intention for all to gauge the progress of this debate. And remember, in the House of Cosmic Providence, everyone is welcome to talk at any given moment, for we are all equal in discussing the fate of our sisterhood. Now, my body shall remain silent for the rest of the debate. I give the floor to the eldest of the candidates, Cupracia.
Thank you, Adana. I'm aware that many of you are eager to leave behind the coven culture established by our former leader. What I bring you here today is not a political pamphlet, but a plea. I have lived through and recall every era of this coven. That gives me the perspective and the confidence to assure you that our sisterhood has never been more prosperous than in Adana's time. I implore you, we must give Adana's system a chance, experience where it takes us. I know for a fact that this is just the beginning of what Adana had planned for us. Her vision, the projection of her rules and system, was destined to make us the most powerful coven that's ever existed. That's why my program plans to keep her design intact, with myself as a warden of its prosperity. Cupracia's winning momentum with her conservative speech. Should I crush her by revealing she's in love with Adana and casting doubt over her motivations?
I don't give a fuck about Cupracia. Come here. Come here, it's okay. No, come here. No, I'm gonna get you. Oh, it's time to be cutthroat.
If I may, I must interject here. Oh? Normally I would stay away from this kind of information, but I believe this is relevant to the matter at hand. Cupracia is in love with Adana.
Oh, what?
So, you are resorting to this. I inherited one of Adana's eyes. I can see through Cupracia. You were in love with Adana, and that's why you want to keep her corpse intact. Your judgment is compromised. I understand. You speak the truth, and it is only fair that our sisters know about it. Emotion aside, I can still corroborate that Adana's mandate has given us the best times our coven has ever experienced. We should stick to her plan. Having said that, I'm genuinely interested in hearing about all the alternatives our sisters have devised for our coven. And I'd like to give the floor to our youngest. Fortuna, if you please. Alright, Fortuna. Moment of truth. I'll be by your side the whole time. It's my role to offer you counsel throughout the debate. Why don't they have counsel? Right now, I'd say you should focus more on setting the tone than getting into any specific point. You got this.
Thank you, Pat.
Okay, how should I open? A witch of my status is humbled by being able to speak here today before all of you. I'm lucky not only to be able to showcase my ideas for our sisterhood, but to debate them with my elders. I implore you to have patience and understanding. I shouldn't swim against the vibe I sealed with Abramar for my air energies. Come on, you should stay true to yourself. But let's push forward. Now to sell what's really important. Even if Adana brought us unprecedented progress in magical knowledge and growth in power, we must agree that she's also brought us little, if any, of what truly gives meaning to a mortal existence. Joy, happiness, delight, pleasure. None of us ascended just to be chained back to a system that exploits us, that sees the members of its community as a commodity. My vision is to strike the perfect balance between growth and satisfaction. And this growth is going to be focused on our personal development, not on the potency or status of our coven. The betterment of our members is the only true path to the betterment of our sisterhood. That's always what I meant by a real sisterhood. Our slogan embodies that desire to become sisters again, not pieces of Adana's machine. This is gonna come crashing down. A vote for me to reclaim all the happiness we sacrificed to Adana's soulless design. Wait a minute. Sisters, I want to share some findings with you. I'm not proud of the methods I used, but I was worried about letting a dangerous exile into coven politics. So I created an illusory world to draw some raw truth from Fortuna. What I found is that her motives for joining these elections may be somewhat tainted. She literally told me her objective is to undo the damage our last leader caused. That doesn't sound like a positive agenda to me. Fortuna even confessed her deep hatred for our leader. I wouldn't put it past her to be behind the early demise of Adana. No? Please be very careful of how you cast your vote today. I'll let you all proceed. Thank you for listening to me. Oh, hi. Sorry for intruding in on the debate, but I just wanted to offer my input on the candidate Witch Fortuna. I came to her for help, as suggested by my friend and leader, leader candidate Jasmine. I was in a dire situation, handling a gruesome task Adana imposed upon me, and Fortuna, with her cards, not only helped me get out of it, she allowed me to find a happiness I hadn't experienced before. Her guidance was otherworldly, her deck is powerful, and her soul is pure. Please, we need her party at the helm. Ah, little man, I'm begging you. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for everything, Fortuna. Let us move on to another candidate. Dahlia, offer your opening statement. Listen to me, everyone. I have a clear vision for this coven. Community, sisterhood, solidarity. Support, diversity, all witches equal. And there's one crucial aspect to making this vision happen. Horizontalism. Our community is not so big that we should put our fate in the hands of just a few. The opinion of every single witch should bear the same weight. The referendum system we want to implement will make sure that not a single choice is made to the detriment of the community ever again. No more impositions like the obnoxious quarterly controls. No more excessive punishments. We must reclaim this coven for ourselves. I must speak. I'm sorry to disrupt such a critical moment for your coven, but it's imperative that I bring the conserves of the arbitrage office before all of you. As you know, we recently had to deal with one of your sisters, Gretha, who had formed a pact with a behemoth. We managed to imprison the being who had fused themselves to Gretha's body, and after several intense submission spells, we managed to extract some worrying information from them. The arbitrage office has grounds to believe there is yet another practitioner of the forbidden among you. That can't be possible. I'm sorry. We're convinced there's a behemoth meddling with this election. We're also pretty certain as to who is responsible. But we'd like to extend the courtesy for that witch to honorably surrender herself. Or to any of you to do the right thing and expose her before the whole coven. If not, we'll be forced to bring the prime suspects in with me for a less amicable interrogation process. This is unacceptable. Damn, shit hit the fan fast. The sanctity of this Congress must not be interrupted by an external party. Fuck you there, go die in a cosmic hole! I'm afraid there's no alternative. Fucking narc. We can't risk a behemoth user becoming the next leader of this coven. It may be too late then.
Very well, sisters, we shall comply with the magical pact. Confess now, witch, or bring your whole coven down with you. Finally, Adana finally said something useful. It's a private ceremony. I ain't gonna say shit. Lament. It hurts. Make it stop. What's going on? Somebody hurt me. What the hell's going on?
We're trapped in a ball of fire. We need to save them.
Is this the end of our coven?
Fortuna, do something. Me? Yes. Dahlia, calm down. What can Fortuna possibly do about this?
No, Dahlia's gut is right, as always. Let me collect my thoughts for a second. I'm going to use my cards to make sense of what is going on here. If we understand why this is happening, we may be able to do something about it. Everyone, focus on the coven. Project your feelings towards your sisterhood into my deck. That's a good sign. It's just a depiction of fire, doesn't mean fire. Well, that went well. This is a covert op by the Arbitrage Office to keep us from becoming too powerful and conquering the magical world. Their official role is to uphold the magical pact, but this is not the first hit they have committed on the magical community. They aim to keep peace and balance no matter the cost. They destroyed the House of Cosmic Providence with all of us inside because they feared they wouldn't be able to control us anymore. Since time can't flow until we reach a decision as to who will become next leader, our sisters are doomed to burn eternally. We must come to an agreement to free them. This is war. The Arbitrage Office's days are numbered. Grab the Arbiter.
I don't know what you're talking about. If what you're saying is true, they sent me to my own death.
That's true, so this is a plot from higher-ups. We need to go after them.
Calm down, Dahlia. Our priority right now should be to free our sisters.
I can't stand this anymore. Someone kill me. Get us out of here. Okay, everyone, vote for me. Picture me as your leader. Let's dispel the flames. Yes, as we write it. Exactly. Little do they know. I myself am Messiah. I'm a double agent. I set up the government. Let's dispel the flames. Hey, not so fast. This is just too important. It can't all end like this. We must decide swiftly, but we must also decide wisely. What do you propose then? Hey gang, this is simple. You cut through all the bullshit and sort everything out in front of the Sisterhood. Ha! I'm all for that. Fuck Congress ceremony. Fuck gross ceremony. This is highly unorthodox, but so is the situation. I agree to a straightforward conversation.
Very well, I'll begin.
I'm going to be completely transparent since time is of the essence. You must choose me as your leader. You must choose me as your leader, and the reasons are quite simple. You may or may not like my programs, but even if you think it has room for improvement, it's the best option we've got right now. Dahlia's program is completely unrealistic and naive. Don't be swayed by her idealism. We can't function on charisma. Hey. Yeah, you're under arrest for committing crimes. No, you're under arrest for committing crimes. The government. Shut up, let me talk. Then Fortuna, come on. We shouldn't even bother examining her program. She's been exiled for 200 years. She's completely oblivious to the current reality of our coven. You wish, Four Eyes. Ugh. Bring it down a notch, Patrice. Incredible. And Cupresa. For the sake of haste, can we stop pretending she's relevant? Your discourse is riddled with fallacies, young witch. Open your eyes. I'm the most sensible option. Acknowledge it and we can stop this madness. I'm not going to acknowledge shit. What kind of arguments are those? You're just tapping into your sister's fears for a quick, easy win.
Dahlia has a point there. Right now it's easy to justify a conservative stance because we're in the middle of a catastrophe. But this moment is too important. It may define the coming millennia. We mustn't cast our votes from a place of fear. And what we need right now is hope. This crisis is only proving that existence is fragile and ephemeral, even for us witches. We must play unsafely. We must aim, hearts open, towards what we truly want to exist. Forget all of your fears. Hell, most of you might not even be here after the votes are cast. Just feel it. What kind of future do you wish for? For witches around the universe.
That was beautifully said, Fortuna. And that's exactly what I'm planning on bringing to you all, sisters. A complete upheaval of all power dynamics. Sisterhood, coven, those are all empty terms if we don't all stand as equals. Not so fast. That is nothing but pure demagoguery. That is nothing but pure demagoguery. You cannot appropriate the words coven and sisterhood like that. Communities need leadership and wisdom. Elders have always taken care of the young. You are painting those traditions as a power inequality, but it's way more simple than that. It's love. In its most pure and disinterested form. Elders watching over the future generations, paving the way, teaching, guiding. What are you doing? Decide already. Make it stop. Fight each other for all I care. Girls, you're not doing a great job of cutting through all the bullshit. It's starting to feel like the opposite. You're friends, aren't you? Come to an agreement and offer our suffering sisters a way out already. That's easier said than done. None of us wants to relinquish her view. And not because we're power hungry exactly, it moves me. The certainty of how wholeheartedly we all love our coven. We can't simply leave its future up to chance. How about we change our approach? I'll draw a card! God, top-decking the end of this game. So maybe the other three listened to other people and had advisors to be able to articulate better? Maybe. I know it is an option to become the advisor for one of our friends. That's what Risen did. Risen became an advisor for Dahlia. Each of us says who she'd rather have as a leader, not including herself. Okay. What'll be the point? We've been at each other's throats for this whole campaign. Let's change gears and discuss our virtues. I like it. I can respect that. I don't really see the point, but I'll do anything to break this impasse. Oh yeah, I guess your case is easy. You would vote for me, right? My program is the most similar to yours. I guess so. Not that I'm passionate about it. You're simply the candidate I would distrust the least with our coven's traditions. Yeah. That's flattering. Point for me, nonetheless. I'm starting to feel like this wasn't a good idea. Who would you for, Dahlia? Sorry, Jazz, but I'd have to go with Fortuna. Don't worry, I'd choose Fortuna too, to be frank. Wait, you tricked us into saying you're our favorite candidate. No, I swear. I wanted to know your genuine opinion. I'm humbled you both would have me as your next leader. Well, it doesn't matter if it was a trick or not, Jasmine. It is what it is. We both chose her. That's true. Who's your favorite candidate, though, Fortuna? It's Dahlia. I like Dahlia's program better. Alright, thank you. Of course you do. What do we do now? There must be something we can do to break out of this loop. I'll draw a card to discover once and for all who will lead. I wouldn't be against it. I called Thea's bluff and outed myself as a behemoth user, ignored everyone else, and top-decked the cosmic wheel, and gave everyone a utopia ending while I faded away into dust?
That's what I want. That legitimately, that's what I want. I want the Utopia ending. Oracles have always played a major role when it comes to steering the Coven's fate.
Are you sure? It doesn't feel right after all this work to leave it up to chance.
Yeah, it feels like a coin toss. Not only that, you're the dealer here. Doesn't that give you a bit of an advantage? It's not exactly up to chance, but I understand how you feel.
Come on, I'm sure there must be another way of coming to an agreement.
I can't take it. I don't care who leads anymore. We're not getting anywhere. This is all pointless.
Fighting about who's going to rule over the ashes of our sisters.
Shit, Fortuna, why did you have to predict the fall of our coven?
This is all your fault.
My fault? That's more accurate than you think.
What? Did you?
Not long ago, I discovered that my powers aren't really fortune-telling. That what I do with my cards is not reading the future, but writing it. Writing it? Why the fuck is she telling them this? I have the power to alter the past and the future.
The past too? How does that work?
I don't think it's the time to get into that. But the thing is that you're right to blame. I wrote the destruction of the Coven. I caused it.
That's not possible.
Adana was aware of my true talents. That's why she sent me into exile and deprived me of my deck. Why, Fortuna? Why did you do this? Our sisterhood was far from perfect, but it was worth fighting for. We could have turned this into something really beautiful. I didn't do this on purpose. I wasn't aware of the implications. Doesn't matter. Why did you keep hiding something so important all this time? And even with all that, you're trying to become the next leader? Why? For what? What's your endgame here? I want to fix everything. I can fix it. Even as from the ashes of everything we know, I want to rebuild. I want to pursue a better future. Don't you dare play the hero now. You doomed us all. I know, and I'm sorry. You don't deserve to become our leader. You don't deserve to even run. After all these years away, you come back and fuck everything up. We're better off without you. Adana was right to send you into exile. Fuck this. I'm going to make things right. I'll find a way out for our doomed sisters, and I'll write a future for us three. And fuck it, since we're at it, I'm going to rewrite how magic works in this universe so we don't have to suffer through shit like this again. Watch this. It doesn't matter who rules. We will lead together and support each other, amending the program as we learn in search of an ideal sisterhood.
It's beautiful.
So there's hope for us after all, huh? That's great, Fortuna. These powers of yours aren't so bad after all. It's the least I could do after the mess I've made. Let's work hard from this point onwards to forge a future we can be proud of. Now. This is a bad omen. Didn't you just didn't you just, like, want her dead a second ago? We'll unlock Behemoth Arts for ourselves, every witch will be able to edit reality, their own will, opening the gate to a fractal universe where everything is possible. Our universe is just a computer simulation, but the moment the user shuts it down, it will keep living in their head, starting a new sisterhood in their mind realm. Upon our deaths, each of us will become a goddess of a newly formed universe, shaping it to our ideal version. The cosmos will become a sentient, wholesome entity that will dispel all magic that causes suffering or takes advantage of anyone.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it.
There's something about inhabiting a wholesome, sentient cosmos that gives me the shivers. But I guess it'll be a good thing.
Yes, it will be, especially if it dispels all evil magic.
And here I was thinking I was the naive one.
One can dream. With Fortuna's powers, true goodness may be possible. Let's hope it is.
Alliance, Guardian, Ego, Indifference, Stagnation. There exists yet another world beyond this one. The Coven will get to live on there, waiting for us in an even higher plane of existence. Yeah. She is dead soon anyway. Once Abramar collects the fire seal, we're fucking donezo. Collectively agreed to be quiet. After a long decline, Capresa will sacrifice herself and scatter her million-year-old energy to bring all of our sisters back, along with many new witches. Killing two birds with one stone here, I see. Getting rid of me and bringing back our sisterhood. Well, I'm not against it. Thank you, Capresa. It's a beautiful ending. I'm thankful.
Capresa, thank you so much. So with this, we get to bring back our sisters? Yes, we get to see everyone again.
That's it. It's as easy as that. I've never felt pain like this before, but this seems really important. It's as easy as that. You're too powerful, Fortuna. This is scary.
But it's good. This is for a good cause. Thank you, Fortuna.
Thank you. You're saving everyone, yes. Let's focus on that.
I know this may be overwhelming. I'm still struggling with it myself, but
while we figure it out, I can do good.
That's it.
That's all I wanted to deal with. Now, as far as I'm concerned, our sisters can cast their final vote. I have nothing more to do or say.
Holy shit, Fortuna. That was hardcore. I can't fight anymore. I'm exhausted. Let's just get this over with.
We lost control of the situation a long time ago. I'm ready to confront fate. I think our sisters have seen enough. And suffered enough, too. Our fate is in your hands, sister. Cast your votes. $100% of the... Are we sure about that? Are you sure about that? Actually, so being ride or die? The 100%. Thank you, sisters. I won't disappoint you. Congrats, shit-ass, you did it! We did it. Can't believe it, but we did it. Congrats, Fortuna. That was well fought. I never stood a chance.
I still believe that I would have won in a more orthodox election process. But things are what they are.
Hey, I'm only going to be the leader for like a second and a half, so...
Congrats.
The fate of the Sisterhood is sealed. Now, to honor the new leader, come to me and devour my flesh. Let my body become your power. If I'm 100% honest with you, never won. No, she's ride or die. She's family. Please be like Minecraft munching sounds, just like. This is fine. Hey, Abramar. Boo.
What is this? What's going on?
Quick, everyone, get behind me. I'm sorry. I mean no harm. There was no good way of interrupting this moment. You were all being so intense.
It's all right, everyone. This is Abramar. He is the behemoth I summoned to regain my freedom. What the fuck, Fortuna?
Well, guess I gotta eat her at least once.
What the fuck, Fortuna?
Do you need help? Is this thing bothering you? Is he bothering you, Queen? Is this guy bothering you, Queen? You want me to kick his butt?
No.
Don't mind me. I won't bother you for long. Fortuna, it's time to pay the price.
What price? What is he talking about? To regain my freedom, I offered him my immortality in exchange.
What? But you won't be able to live in outer space anymore. What are you going to do?
I'll have to move back to Earth and make the most of the 60 years or so that are left with this body. With luck.
There's no way around it. It's time to pay, Fortuna.
Can't we find another solution?
Come on, Fortuna. I know it's hard, but we talked about this. Look at all you've achieved. You turned the witching world upside down. Now witch up and pay.
If I pay, I'm going to hate you.
I understand. It's alright, Fortuna. I can take that. The more you delay this, the more it's going to hurt. Come on, open your soul now. Stand proud while honoring our pact. This is all yours. I am proud of you. Let's conclude our pact.
Alright, let's do it. I'm ready. My immortality.
Holy shit. Vocals for the Illusionist by Africa Curiel. I made my chocolate golem.
How are you, Fortuna? It's been a while. Are the years treating you well? I'd love to come and visit. Just let me know a good time and I'll fly over. Fortuna! How are you? Oh my god, you look so old.
Thank you? Shut up, she looks splendid. You radiate an aura of wisdom and solemnity.
You're not making it better.
Sorry. Yeah, you do look really old, dude. On the other hand, you two look exactly the same. This is uncanny.
Let's not dwell on the physical, alright? How have you been? Bring us up to speed. There's nothing much to tell you, really. I have to admit that I was scared of moving back to Earth knowing that a super bacteria decimated humanity. I was preparing for a bleak post-apocalyptic existence, but it's good. It's better than when I lived here back in the 20th century. Mostly farming, peddling. I'm happier than when we had cities brimming with people, to be honest. And you? I'm sure you don't want to listen to any space adventures. No, please. I'm over it at this point. Tell me, what's going on out there? Oh, well, as you predicted, that cosmic plague hit not only our coven, but the whole of cosmic society pretty hard. Thanks to my efforts, everyone's alright.
You bet, she's now revered as some kind of hero throughout the galaxy.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well.
That's fantastic.
How about you, Dahlia? How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
Since the catastrophe, I've retired completely from any form of politics. I started my own hunting guild and assembled a formidable team of huntresses. We take on huge cosmic beasts. We even managed to take down rogue behemoth. Wow. That's incredible. Congrats, Dahlia. I'm happy to hear you're living your best warrior life.
Thanks.
Are you up to date with the latest news? Is there someone you would like us to tell you about? Hey, is your sister's last student still visiting you? Yes, not as often. Not as often as in the beginning, but touching the gemstone she turned herself into allows me to dream with her, and allows her to and talk to her in my dreams. Her actual self, not a manifestation of my memories. Her soul is still alive inside that gem. I would never have thought she would love an apprentice as much as to become a trinket to aid her. Well, you wrote that, didn't you? Still, hard to believe. I guess. Is there someone you'd like us to tell you about? You really did Abramar solid with what you wrote about witches and behemoths getting to coexist in harmony. He's making so many friends now. He told us not to let you know so he doesn't make you jealous, but I'm not. That guy just loves witches too much. He sends his regards. Fuck him. I figured. I'm getting a bit sick of hearing about Abramar. Let's talk about something else. Who should we talk about now? Eugenia, my mentor. You don't talk to Eugenia anymore? We write to each other from time to time, but I haven't seen her since she became independent. She moved her studio to another dimension and is writing books on the cosmic wheel and its malleable properties. Something tells me you played a great part in inspiring her to pick up at this endeavor. Yeah, I know she's only doing it to not see me suffer, to see if there's a way we can better control my power and fix things. I don't want her doing that. She's wasting my time. She's wasting her immortality anyway. But we all know there's no way of stopping a driven witch. I understand. Anyway, is there someone else? I'm feeling a bit tired now. Thanks for coming. These mortal bones haven't got much rodeo left in them. It pains me to see you like this. Me too. But it is what it is. Listen, I love you two a fucking lot. Love you too, Forts. Me too. I love you so much. Take care, alright? We'll come back soon enough. If not, consider yourselves invited to my funeral. Fortuna, come on. Off you go. See you in the next life, dude. Goodbye. Are you satisfied with your fate? Forgive my boldness, but do I sense some unease within you, Fortuna? How can a writer of fates be this disheartened? Why don't you draw another card? I fucking hate fate. The first card I made. Bro, I chucked your letter in the fire and died petty. It's the first card I ever made. That's got to be symbolic of something, huh? This is bullshit. I will never learn to live with this. I will be miserable if I don't try again. After I go to sleep, time will restart, and I will get to fix everything. There will always be things in life that can't escape our control. We cannot fight them all, but we can mourn, remember, learn, share, and accept. Pain can latch on to the walls of our body like burning ivy. The only thing to do is to breathe and keep going. For today, that's enough. And we get the credits again. The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. We need more love in the indie dev scene. We need more people playing games like this, you know? I'm gonna be thinking about this game for a while. I'm gonna be thinking about this game for a long time. Published by Devolver Digital. Alright, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. I'm gonna call it early for today. No stream tomorrow. So, you know, catch y'all on Monday. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out as well. I genuinely appreciate you. Games are art. You too, Arrow. Games are art, and we need to share more art that we love, you know? If you are passionate about things, if you love things, share them with people, you know? We need to get more eyes on, you know, good things in life, you know? Art, love, community. Even industry is a beautiful thing. It's the exploitation of industry that sucks. It's the exploitation of people, the exploitation of art, the exploitation of love, you know. As usual, all of the socials are linked here in chat, or they should be linked below in the YouTube description. There's the Patreon, obviously there's the VOD channel, there's Silver Screeners, there's Kill All Film Majors, my movie podcast. God, my Instagram, all that good stuff. It should all be linked below. The Discord is the place to be. It's got Go Live notifications. You can also get Go Live notifications by following me on Twitch. That's the easiest way to know when I go live. It's free, it's easy. We have milestones for 150 followers and 200 followers. The Discord also votes on games that I play. I also take gaming recommendations over in the Discord server. Yeah. Be good. Be kind. Treat people the way that you would want to be treated. And I'll catch you in the next one.